Greetings viewers, Eric the Car Guy, also known as ETCG1. If it is your birthday, I want to wish you a very special happy birthday. Yes, still doing it. Today's video is actually a response to the video that I posted yesterday. It is April 18th, 2017. I posted a video, YouTube and the future of ETCG. In that video, I talked about basically the situation that I'm in and that I've got lots of subscribers and not a whole lot of views. And I came up with a couple of ideas about that. And those ideas were, number one, in part, YouTube was changing algorithms and making it difficult for some of my subscribers to see when I posted videos. But the other thing that many of you reinforced was the fact that the Fairmont videos are not something you're very interested in. Okay, I get it, I heard you. And I decided to make this video as a response because there were so many comments. I mean, at this point, it's just the day after and there are like 2,000 comments or darn close to it. And I tried to answer as many of those as I could, but it just got to a point where I was completely overwhelmed. So I thought I would just make this video in response to a lot of the comments that I was getting. Okay, first and foremost, the Fairmont videos, which is behind me. And some of you even made comment that the Fairmont's finished and I'm driving it around. Yeah, there's no gas in it. You're right. There has been a lot of Fairmont and there has been a lot of stuff going on, and a lot of you brought up fixing it forward, and you said that you wanted to see fixing it forward instead. Well, I've got to be honest with you, that's not exactly true, because if you look in the comments to some of those fixing it forward videos, you'll see things like, this is dragging on too long, we're tired of this, get this thing fixed already, get this out of here, the exact same stuff that I'm hearing about the Fairmont. In fact, the views on fixing it forward weren't as good either. Fixing it forward was, in essence, a program or something that I decided to do to try to get a variety of vehicles to the shop that show a variety of different repairs to you and also help people in the process. Let's not forget that. I mean, at the end of the day, fixing it forward was always there to help people. Help you by showing you how to fix things, help the people with these vehicles that couldn't fix them themselves, and everybody's happy. But like I said, the views on the fixing it forward videos, as much as you harp on them now, bring it back, we're not that good. Okay, it seems to me that it's how things are being packaged and the attention span for the information. I believe there's a lot of good information in the Fairmont project, and I agree. I have dragged it on too long. It's not by intention, I can tell you. I've changed my mind on a few things. I've learned a lot in the process of doing this. And honestly, I think that's at the core of this whole thing. I am not an expert at building cars. I'm an ASE certified master technician who's fixed cars for like 20 years. So I've got more of a foothold in that environment, and therefore those videos come off as me being more of an expert. Whereas with the Fairmont videos, I'm learning as I go. And you don't have the time or the patience to actually watch me learn how to do things. Some of you find it funny, some of you find it entertaining, that's great. But it seems that there's a majority of you that would watch my videos if they weren't Fairmont videos. Well, I think a lot of that is on me in that I've packaged them up as yet another Fairmont video. Here's another one in the series of the Fairmont videos, and you're just so tired of hearing the word. I get it. I get it. I've heard you. I completely get it. And you're right. You're right. Therefore, moving forward, I still have a massive stock of Fairmont videos and quite a bit of work to go. I would say 2 to 3 months before I'm actually finished with the project. I counted up all the videos that I've shot up to this point, and it totals 27. Some of you suggested that I post more than one video a week. I can tell you I've done that in the past, and that actually hurts views. It's actually better to post less videos during a week and run things longer. And I know you don't want to hear that, especially since I've got 21 or 27 videos that are already shot. So instead of going through each one of those videos like I was going to chronologically, what I'm considering doing and the way I want to move forward with this, and actually, the most recent videos that I've been shooting with this, I've been shooting by myself, old school Eric the Car Guy. Cameraman Brian's been off doing other things, and honestly, I have enjoyed working by myself in the shop on this project. What I'm going to do with those videos, instead of the traditional, okay, follow Eric around as we document what he does and learns on this vehicle, I'm going to package things completely different. I'm going to edit things completely different. I'm going to change the way that the Fairmont videos are presented, the ones that I have. But I'm also going to continue to add repair videos into the mix. Some of you suggested I start a completely separate channel for the Fairmont videos. That doesn't solve the problem. The problem is, and this is the core part of the problem, it's not that I'm not making enough money, blah, blah, blah. What it is that the time I'm investing into making these videos exceeds what I'm getting on the other end. So in other words, I'm working really, really hard and seeing less of a return on that time that I'm spending. To me, time is more valuable than money. I've been broke, I've had money, all that stuff. So I know the ups and downs as far as finances and those things are concerned. But the one constant, the one thing that I keep coming back to is never seeming to have enough time to get things done. And that seems to me, that to me is a greater commodity than the money. So if I'm going to invest my time in something, I want to see a return. And mostly I want to see a return in the fact that, hey, Eric, loved the video. That was great. Help me out. I'm able to do X that I wasn't able to do before because I watched your video. That's at the core of Eric the Car Guy. That's what got me where I am today. And that's what I'd like to return to. I'm still going to be moving forward with the Fairmont project. We're too far into it now just to quit. I'm not quitting it, but I am adding more repair videos in. And that's the thing that I was trying to speak to in the last video when I said people aren't being notified, or people don't know, or they're just completely ignoring the fact that I have been posting repair videos, at least one a month, since January of 2017. And it's to answer to this complaint, it's maybe not be the right word, critique, that says that I'm putting out too many Fairmont videos. I heard you, and I was trying to cater to you, but if you're not seeing that I've done that, some people are not seeing that I've done that, and some people are not seeing the traditional repair videos. Now, what happens when the Fairmont's done? That's an excellent question, because I'll be honest with you. I've made over 800 repair videos. I've made a lot of videos over the years. And to me, it's like, oh, do I do another EGR video or another engine video or another transmission video and just change up the make and model? Do I just continue on like that? Honestly, that prospect does not really excite me. What excites me is doing something with that truck back there. What excites me is doing something with my Integra GSR that's parked outside. What excites me is about doing something with this Mustang, which actually I've got planned for that, and I think you're going to like it. Point is, building stuff to me is infinitely more interesting than fixing things. I'm not saying I'm not going to stop fixing things altogether. I'm not going to make any more repair videos. What I'm saying is what interests me in this moment is building stuff. I like to build stuff. I like fabrication. I like the engineering. I like all this. And I've learned so much more about vehicles, and I think I'm a better technician. I've talked about this in another video as well because of my experiences with this Fairmont. But I get it. You're tired of hanging out with me, watching me learn. So going forward, I'm going to do things differently. I'm going to do things differently to the tune of whatever I can do to keep your attention and keep you interested in the stuff that I'm doing. And that's what's missing, I think, from the videos. Not so much that it's Fairmont, Fairmont, Fairmont. It's because it's more like the Eric Show than Eric the Car Guy helping you figure stuff out. And I feel that. Now, some people say the lift, you got this lift, you got all this fancy equipment. Well, you know what? If you were offered a lift and all this fancy equipment, if it was you and not me, would you say yes? I did, and I don't regret that decision whatsoever because I know it's definitely made repairs better and easier. I freaking love working on the lift. But also, it's so much easier to get up under a vehicle and get those shots to show you what's happening and what's going on, especially with both me and cameraman Brian. Because if we're both laying on the ground, and we've done it, and I've done it, I've laid on the ground myself, holding a camera and trying to like wrench with the other hand. That's how I got started. And it seems to me that a lot of you really like to watch me struggle. And trust me, I struggle plenty with this on my own in future videos that you'll see with this. But they're not going to be the same videos. They're going to be, I'm going to work to make them more interesting. Now, there's a couple still in the cycle that need to work through. So there's a couple of weeks that need to happen before we get to these edits that I'm talking about. But I'm hoping that you enjoy those a bit more. I'm hoping that you identify with those. And I hope you see those as more of the kind of Eric the Car Guy that you want to see, because I want to give it to you. You're my audience, and we have a symbiotic relationship, and I hope we can work it out. And I've heard you. Once again, thank you for your input. Thank you for watching, subscribing. Thank those of you that, you know, for all the support. There was a tremendous outpouring of support in those comments. It wasn't all negative. And even those people that were being negative were very clear to point out that this is just the way I see it. And you were just offering me honest opinions. That's great. I'm totally cool with that. I mean, and some people were just straight up hating, and all right, I'm just gonna laugh you off because get a life. But those of you that offer the constructive criticism, even the stuff that I quote unquote didn't want to hear, I'm glad I heard it. I'm glad I got that feedback because you're important to me. You're very important to me. We've been together now, what, 8 years? So I'd like to go on for at least another 8 more, but we'll see. We'll finish the Fairmont and then we'll figure it out. So, but this has got to happen. I'm sorry, this is going to happen, but I'm going to redo it in such a way to where I hope I can bring the interest back into what you're seeing here, because this is where I got lost. Real quick before I let you go, this is where I got lost. Where I got lost is I originally started the Fairmont project as a way of covering all the automotive systems on a vehicle in a performance light. So in other words, not just showing you this is the engine, this is what's broken, this is me fixing it. More like, this is how the engine is supposed to work. How can we improve it? How can we change it to make it ours, to make it do what we want it to do? And that was a lot more conceptual than just a 10-minute, oh, EGR is clogged, you clean it out, it's fixed, kind of thing. So that's what I was going for initially, but totally lost my way. I'll admit it, straight up, totally lost my way, and I'm sorry about that. But it's time to get back to business. In fact, I gotta get to work. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for all of your input. More than anything else, I really appreciate all the input. You certainly gave me a lot to think about. And I'm back here the very next day responding to you, and I've got a plan for moving forward. This is how we're gonna get things done. Anyway, EricTheCarGuy.com if you have automotive questions. Outside of that, be safe, have fun, stay dirty. Thank you. Not just for watching, for sticking around and letting me know how you feel. It means a lot. See you next time.